Good evening. It's Tuesday, September 8, 2020 here in Cebu City. I'm Cherry Ann Lim, and here's all you need to know in Newsbits tonight. The recovery rate from the coronavirus disease in Cebu City is nearing 90% as of September 8, according to the Cebu City Emergency Operations Center. Here's Chari Coronel for the details.
Cebu City now has 89.7% recovery rate in its COVID-19 cases as of Tuesday, September 8, according to Cebu City Emergency Operations Center. Based on the data released by the Department of Health Central Visayas yesterday, Cebu City had 9,692 total COVID-19 cases and 8,699 total number of recoveries. The number of active COVID-19 cases in the city was at 335, while total deaths reached 658. DOH Central Visayas also logged 6 additional COVID-19 cases, 20 additional recoveries, and 2 additional deaths yesterday. Despite the decreasing of the cases, Mayor Edgardo Labella has reminded Cebuanos not to be complacent, for there is no COVID vaccine yet. Meanwhile, the Mandaue City Emergency Operations Center reported that the positivity rate of COVID-19 in the city has decreased. As of yesterday, Mandaue City had 2,288 total COVID cases, 296 of which were active cases. Total recoveries reached 1,881, while total deaths at 111. DOH Central Visayas logged only 2 additional COVID-19 cases, 38 additional recoveries, and 23 additional deaths yesterday. Chari Coronel, Newsbits Tonight.
Cebu Governor Gwendolyn Garcia has ordered alcoy mining firms to stop the further extraction and transport of dolomite from the town for the Manila Bay Rehabilitation Project. Here's Kenneth Torres for the details.
Cebu Governor Gwendolyn Garcia has issued a cease and desist order against the Philippine Mining Service Corporation and Dolomite Mining Corporation from further extracting, processing, selling, and transporting dolomite, associated mineral deposits, and other quarry resources from Alcoy Town in Cebu Province to Manila Bay. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources earlier said that the white sand being used to fill up Manila Bay's Baywalk as part of its rehabilitation program are crushed dolomite boulders from Cebu. The Mines and Geosciences Bureau Central Visayas confirmed that they have issued 2 more transport permits to the PMSC, allowing the latter to transport a total of 7 wet metric tons of dolomite to the city of Manila to be used in the aesthetic transformation of Manila Bay. Based on the executive order released by Garcia, the provincial government of Cebu and even the municipality of Alcoy were not informed of the beautification project. It added there was no public consultation held before the issuance of the 2 OTPs for the transport of dolomite boulders. The national government has faced a wave of criticism over the Manila Bay Rehab project done at a time of the coronavirus crisis. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque earlier explained that the funds for the project were already allocated even before the COVID-19 pandemic. The Department of Health said that dolomite dust can cause respiratory issues when inhaled. Kenneth Torres, Newsbits Today.
The Interagency Task Force for the Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases has placed Bacolod City and Lanao del Sur under modified enhanced community quarantine status due to the increasing number of COVID-19 cases in these areas. The IATF also approved the suspension of inbound travel of locally stranded individuals to Western Visayas, Iligan City, and Lanao del Sur. Here's Chari Coronel for the details.
The Interagency Task Force for the Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases has placed Bacolod City and Lanao del Sur under modified enhanced community quarantine starting today until September 30. The IATF, through Resolution 69A, approved the recommendation of the National Chief Implementer of Philippines' declared National Policy Against COVID-19 to place the two areas under MECQ for 23 days due to rising number of COVID-19 cases. COVID-19 Task Force Chief Implementer Secretary Carlito Galvez Jr. said that the number of confirmed cases in Bacolod is much higher than Iligan City, which is also under MECQ. Based on the mass testing conducted recently in Bacolod, the city has an average of 135 new cases per day. Bacolod City Mayor Evilio Leonardia is still expected to issue an executive order regarding the implementation of MECQ in the city. The IATF also approved the suspension of inbound travel of locally stranded individuals in Western Visayas, including Iligan City and Lanao del Sur. Chare Coronel, Newsbits Tonight.
More stories in Newsbits Tonight after this short break. The Department of Agriculture has offered financial and technical assistance to the youth for them to actively take part in agriculture and fisheries. Here's Chari Coronel for the details.
The Department of Agriculture laid out several financial and technical assistance to the youth and budding agriculture and fisheries. Agriculture Secretary William Dar called for the youth to avail of Capital Access for Young Agripreneurs or Kaya Loan Program. Dar said the said program targets the youth for they are key players in ensuring affordability and availability of food supply. Kaya Loan Program aims to finance the capital requirements of start-up or existing farm or fisher businesses, offering uncollateralized loans up to 500,000 pesos at zero interest and payable up to 5 years. Eligible borrowers must be 18 to 30 years old and graduate of formal or non-formal schooling. Aside from the loan program, DA also promoted mentoring and attracting the youth in agribusiness, a 6-month internship program aimed at developing a competent, skilled, and employment-ready young workforce. Another is the Business Incubation in Agriculture, a platform where the DA assists business incubators, micro and small enterprises, and farmers' cooperatives and associations for their startup operations. The agency also has various training, scholarship, and e-extension programs that the youth and agripreneurs can avail of. Chare Coronel, Newsbits Tonight.
For the latest in sports, here's Kenneth Torres.
The National Basketball Association fined Los Angeles Clippers guard Patrick Beverley $25,000 for verbally abusing a game official in Game 2 of his team's Western Conference semifinal series against the Denver Nuggets. The incident took place Saturday night with 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining in what became a 110-101 loss for the Clippers. Beverley was upset with a foul call against him 4 seconds earlier, then unsuccessfully tried to take a charge when play resumed and got called for a blocking foul. Beverley then got 2 technical fouls as he argued to no avail. It became his second ejection of the season and his first of the playoffs. It is also his second fine of the season. He got his first in October for throwing the ball into the stands after the Clippers beat the Los Angeles Lakers in the opening game of the season for both clubs. Kenneth Torres, Newsbits Tonight.
We would like to congratulate Design Byte on its grand opening today. For your printing and graphic design needs, visit its office in Gagfa Building, Wilson Street, corner Pastor Apas, Cebu City, or visit its official Facebook page at Design Byte PH. To get the latest, visit www.sunstar.com.ph. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our social media accounts on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Cherry Ann Lim. Good evening.